Guys, back again with another playoff preview. This time it's my NFC previews. I'm going to do the Seattle-Carolina game first. I think obviously it's going to be this. I said yesterday when I did my Pats versus Chiefs preview, I think that has the potential to be the game of the weekend, which I think also applies to this game. I think obviously Seattle, since probably just past halfway of the midpoint of the season, have looked like one of the best teams, and obviously Carolina 15-1. It basically speaks for itself. They've just been as dominant as anyone. Cam Newton, in my opinion, should be MVP. I think he was obviously a really good up and coming quarterback, but to have I think he was drafted. When was he drafted? 2011. He was drafted in 2011. So from then. From 2011 to 2014, he was progressing slowly but nicely into a really good quarterback. But this year, it's not as if he's had loads of new receiving pieces added to his offense. It's his best offensive player, his best offensive weapon outside of Greg Olsen, Kelvin Benjamin, has missed basically the whole season. So he's not done it with better players than he's had the previous years. This year, he's just exploded onto the scene and been the quarterback I think a lot of people thought he would be. Their defense, for me, is legit. Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis, the best linebacking duo in the NFL. Josh Norman, great corner. Defensive line is really solid. So yeah, it's in Carolina obviously as well, because they're obviously the number one seed. I do think they've slowed down a little bit, Carolina, compared to how they were playing at the beginning of the season. But I still think that they're going to pull out the win against Seattle. Not by much. I think it'll be a really close game. But I just think, especially with Seattle struggling like they did in Minnesota. I know conditions and Minnesota played well, but I just think Carolina. I just can't see them going 15-1 and then losing the first playoff game. That would be so heartbreaking, I think, for Panthers fans to go 15-1 and be, one of the, if not the favourite for the Super Bowl, and then to lose at home your first playoff game would just be dreadful. So, but yeah, I think Carolina will put out the bag. Obviously, Seattle have got, the players and, the playoff experience to pull out the win. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do. Their defense, again, has been playing amazing recently. Shut down Adrian Peterson for the second time this season, last weekend. Their defensive line, Michael Bennett, even though I hate him, Cliff Averill, really good players on that defensive line. Their secondary, I don't even need to mention, it's amazing. And they'll probably have Marshawn Lynch, so that's a huge factor. But again, like I mentioned, the Carolina defense is amazing as well. And I just think Cam Newton is gonna put out the win at home. So yeah, that's my preview for the Panthers-Seattle game. I'm going to go with Carolina, obviously, like I've said, 24-20 for me, and move on to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and the weekend after this. So yeah, that's my preview. Carolina for the win, in my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you soon.